Hello everybody, I hope that everybody's doing good. So today I'm coming at you with the second episode of The Truth About. And this one, as you can see, I didn't plan it. I got no makeup on. I just come to you bare-faced. And this one is all about absent fathers. So second episode, it's quite a personal one to me. So I will not be talking through it, but I will say it more like a spoken or written piece as you wish. So, yeah. Dear Dad. I'm not even sure if I should say Dear Dad. So, dear stranger, dear other half of me. I remember the first time I met you, I was only in primary school. Before that, I simply had a picture of you carrying me as a baby. I would always hear all the other girls at school talking, oh, me and my daddy and this. I could never relate because all I had was a mother who carried me through so much. Oh, she is such a queen. I could go on forever and ever about her, but I wish I could say the same about you. Dear Dad, I think. I wish I knew you a little bit more. I wish I didn't only have the bad things to say about you, because even on the 1 or 2 times I actually remember having a good time with you, bad things did happen. I remember the first time I went to go visit you and apparently you were looking for me. Well, your wife was looking for me. You recently remarried and she wanted to meet your kids. I didn't know her, and automatically I didn't like her. Because I didn't like you. Because how can you like someone you do not know? How can you love something you've never had the chance to love? I went over to your house, I remember very well. I was in grade 9. I remember we went on a trip, on a family trip. I didn't quite fit in and I felt like a stranger amongst a family. I felt like a third wheel in your perfect little picture perfect family. I could barely relate to my siblings because I didn't quite know them either. Then I remember the second time I came to visit and she was the evil stepmother I feared. I didn't want to hate her, but not once did you ever defend me. I tried to talk to you and you simply took her side. Then I met you again in grade 11. But then I learned that loving you comes at a cost. It comes along with emotional costs. It comes along with medical pills. I learned that loving you requires happy pills. You gave me a love that my body could not tolerate because it was not love, but rather that it was suffocating and I felt that I could not handle it. So, just before my 17th birthday, I started to take antidepressants. No teenager wishes their birthday present to be happy pills. No teenager wishes just the year when they're about to become legal, they have to first start with happy pills. I don't know why I was never quite your favorite. For the longest time, I tried to tell myself, no, perhaps you've just been busy, but instead, I refused to believe that maybe you just didn't want me. I blame myself. I wanted to blame my mother, but I had no reason to blame her because she had done everything that you couldn't. Dear Dad, your name means home. A home you failed to provide for me. Instead, you were barely even a house. You failed to give me security, but as a father, it was supposed to be your job. Instead of being a home, instead of being security, instead you were the reason I cried myself to sleep at 17 years old. I refuse to talk about how I feel because I remember several times in high school when depression would hit me, simply turned on like a light switch. I would leave the classroom and cry myself in the bathroom for 2 hours. That year was supposed to be matriculated. Many people think that I matriculated because I'm simply just that smart. But the only real reason why I really did matriculate and get those distinctions and get those B pluses was simply because I tried to consume my brain so much so that I would forget about you. Dear Dad, I still think about you. That little girl in me still hopes that you might just want her someday. Part of me still hopes that perhaps we're gonna have those bicycle rides with ice cream cones, and perhaps we're gonna have those days when you push me on the swing. But Dad, you're 23 years too late. I don't know you anymore. I don't even think I still want to know you. You showed me no remorse, just like the day you simply called me. Hey, your brother committed suicide and we're burying him on Saturday. That was 2 days before his funeral. You did not care that I simply went silent and a cold shiver went down my back, yet you had told me that the one brother I actually cared about is dead. I hope someday we'll meet again. Maybe, just maybe, you'll be proud of who I am. You will not walk me down the aisle. You've never came to my 16th birthday. You never came to my 18th, my 21st, my 25th is soon, and I know in my heart you will not be there. I started high school and finished it without you. I did university and finished it twice without you. I will never forget a day when you told my mom, I told you to take your child to a government school. At that moment, I knew I was never yours. You were simply the man who created the other half of me. Which also could be why I hate looking at myself in the mirror so much. Because how can I escape someone? How can I forget someone who I look exactly like? I've been told many times I look exactly like you. I've seen it for myself that I look like you. I cannot escape you, because escaping you would be escaping myself, and that is impossible. Dear Dad,